Let's see. Pastor Walker, he in here. What's the likelihood of the Sooners winning out? Do you see a loss on the schedule in the championship in November? Love you, brother. Keep on keeping on. Appreciate you, Pastor Walker. So, to his question, yeah, I think Oklahoma can win out. Like, an amazing stat. I actually wrote about this on OUinsider.com. You should go check that out. Lincoln Riley is 33-0 against Texas Tech, Kansas, Oklahoma State, Baylor, and West Virginia. The last 5 games on Oklahoma's schedule are Texas, who they beat like they stole something, 62-28. Kansas, who they beat like they stole something, 62-29. Oklahoma State, Baylor, and West Virginia. Like, it's set up for Oklahoma to live the charm existence that Oklahoma has lived basically since the dawn of the Lincoln Riley era in November. They just win in November and things shake out for them just fine. They needed Ohio State to get beat and run over by an actual train called Purdue, and that happened in 2018. Last year, they needed Oregon to beat Utah in the Pac-12 championship, as Oregon lost to Arizona State just the week prior, and it knocked themselves out of contention to play in the playoff with 2 losses. And that happened. Like, all the things that can go right for Oklahoma continue to go right for Oklahoma. It is one of the luckiest college football programs in the modern era, even as Oklahoma has not won a national championship in 20 damn years. And it ain't going to happen this year either. But all to say, yeah, Pastor Walker, they can win out. Probably will. You might see Iowa State or Oklahoma State or Texas in the Big 12 championship game. And that's where Oklahoma has, ruled. So that makes sense too. And then you're looking at a New Year's Six Bowl. It's the Cotton Bowl this year, I think, where Oklahoma would be going if they won the Big 12 championship. And I think the Rose Bowl and the Sugar Bowl are the 2 playoff spots this year. And I think Miami is where the national championship's being played. Miami's getting all sorts of stuff. I hate that. Just once. Just once. Put the national championship game in, I don't know, Des Moines. In the middle of nowhere. Kind of like the College World Series is in Omaha. Just put it anywhere. All right. Let's see. Corey Karhoff, Michigan gonna be 1-3. They either catch this L against whiskey or catch this L against COVID. I see no lies there. No lies detected. For those of you that do not know, if you are in the live show, I look for the membership badge first. And because that makes it, one, easier for me to find out who are members. Lots of folks sign up to be members for like 99 cents a month, which is quite literally nothing. It's just poof. So you might think about doing that. Bama Boy says, "Sup guys, roll tide." I mean, it's certainly rolling. It's certainly rolling, right? LSU didn't want to smoke. They did not want to smoke. If everyone in Texas donated $1.34, they could buy out Tom Herman. I don't want to buy out Tom Herman for, you say everyone in Texas, like everybody in Texas is a Texas fan. Number one, that ain't true. Number two, there's a ton of Oklahoma fans that would not engage in your buyout that live in Texas, right? Right? There's a lot of Oklahoma fans living in Texas that people just don't know about or don't care to know about. Houston and Dallas in particular. So that ain't going to work there, homie. That ain't going to work there. You got a pocket of Texas Christian fans. You got a pocket of SMU fans. You got a pocket of Baylor fans, ampersand U fans, Houston fans, Baylor fans. Hell, I'm sure Abilene Christian got 1 or 2 in the metro, See, how do I sign up? I need to do like a membership drive month at some point. But if you go to the subscribe button on a video like this one, there's a join button just below it. Hit that join button. It'll take you through the steps. Let's see what we got here. Will the Sooners keep Gilliam? Yeah, just because Notre Dame is coming on doesn't mean he's going anywhere. I mean, do you see that man's commitment video? His commitment video is like reaction gold. Like, the man opened up his shirt and said, "Boomer Sooner, baby." Like, cool. People come on all the time. Like, I remember a couple years ago, there was this wild rumor that Texas A&M was going to flip Spencer Rattler. And Rattler was like, Texas A&M going to do what? Get flipped by Spencer Rattler? Yeah, probably. Like, nah, man. It's not a flimsy commitment. Let's see. What else we got here? Ghost think. Nope. Notre Dame winning the Natty. Talk Notre Dame. No one wants to hear anything else. I mean, first of all, come back at 5 o'clock. Second of all, this ain't exactly been like a Notre Dame fan site. Like, there's a lot of OU fans here. There's a lot of Ohio State fans here. There's a few Georgia fans. A few LSU fans begrudgingly just show up to heckle me because I told them they're going to catch 5 losses, and they're going to catch 5 losses. Like, there's just not that many ND dudes that hang out over here. I don't know. Maybe they smell work ethic on me and they run away. You know, I give off this funk of a man that works for a living, and Notre Dame fans just go running the other direction. Kudos, though. You know, you beat Clemson, and then you caught COVID. Who are you? Why? What have we said? We have said, don't you dare storm the damn field just because you finally beat Clemson. Clemson. All right, I get the Clemson for the last 5 years has been a juggernaut. It's also Clemson. Now we got 10,000 kids rushing onto a doggone football field in Notre Dame Stadium to give their entire football team to COVID and try to make it almost impossible for these boys to go and get beat down by Boston College this week. Like, it's going to be shocking to me if Notre Dame beats Boston College this week by more than 2 touchdowns. Because Boston College, number one, is a good football team. Phil Jurkovec got it like that. And number two, I would not be surprised to find out Notre Dame is down half dozen players against Boston College because they caught the COVID, because Notre Dame fans decided they want to get down there and start hugging on people at a time when you know everybody got the cooties. And you've seen the cootie outbreak since Halloween because y'all don't believe fat meat is greasy, and you got to go to these Halloween parties and you got to show out. Now we got grown-ass men talking about, I feel bad for these kids. These kids just want to play football. These kids went to the party. They went to the parties. They went to the parties. They decided to go and try to play with herd immunity, which is stupid. And you shocked that they coming up positive. You shocked that you losing games with Texas A&M, Tennessee, LSU, Alabama. You know, Nick Saban actually had a really good point that he made earlier today, which is when his kids go home over the weekend, I trust my family. I think they trust their family. But you don't know about Uncle Tommy. To which I say, yep, Cousin Eddie does not wear a mask. Cousin Eddie ain't afraid of no virus. And Cousin Eddie is coming to Thanksgiving whether you invite him or not. Cousin Eddie gonna be there. Cousin Eddie gonna get it in. Trying to tell y'all.